don't never stop if you wanna be on top, yeah.
All right, y'all, we back. Necessary Roughness, Season 2, Episode 3. Week 1 is right around the corner with your host, Hashmaster Z, and Legendarius.
Woo! Let's go!
Thursday night football, baby. Hell
Let's
yeah.
Go!
All right. Man, look.
I've been waiting my entire life for this.
I've been waiting forever. Now I got it. It's here.
Skill. I have not slept. Since the Rams won the Super Bowl. Okay, I'm gonna sleep good.
You mean the phony goats?
You
mean the phony goats, Shannon?
I'm gonna sleep good on Tuesday. Okay, because after this week, I'm gonna see a whole week of football, and I can't wait, baby. Let's fucking go, man.
Exactly. And you know what? Thank you, football gods, for giving us this game coming up on Thursday. Bills at the Rams.
It should have
been
so,
Super Bowl champs. They're right. So the Super Bowl champs, they're opening up.
White. What? Sorry.
The Super Bowl champs, they're opening up the season at home against the hungry Buffalo Bills, and they're an early MVP candidate, Josh Allen. So, as we already know, Josh Allen was 13 seconds away from possibly winning a Super Bowl. We don't know. But he lost. That's the facts. We changed overtime for him. There we go. Von Miller matches up against his old team, while Stafford and company have some new pieces on both sides of the ball with Allen Robinson and Bobby Wagner. Legendarius, who wins this game?
Yeah.
What is your prediction?
Yeah. The Bills, I don't understand why. They're getting so much preseason love. And it's like, y'all never, come on. You guys were never even close to making it to a Super Bowl. That game last year, that was not to go to the Super Bowl. It was the week after that. That was, Chiefs versus the Bengals. It's like, and the year before that, you guys got dogged by the Chiefs. So all this, preseason Super Bowl hype, Josh Allen's going to be the MVP hype. I'm not feeling it. And also, let's not forget, their OC, he left. He's in New York now, or on the Giants now. Still in New York. But left the Bills to go to the Giants. And, yes, they did pick up Von Miller. They got some solid pieces here and there. I feel like James Cook is going to do some work. Dalvin Cook Jr. Diggs is Diggs. I feel like Gabriel Davis started to assert himself towards the end of the season. They did lose Beasley. I mean, they let Beasley walk. They didn't re-sign him. Meanwhile, you got the Rams. They don't got Odell, but they picked up Allen Robinson. And if you had to give me a choice between Robert Woods, Odell Beckham, or Allen Robinson, I'm going to take Allen Robinson all day. And on top of that, you got Cooper Kupp still. You got Cam Akers back with the actual off season of training. And the fact that the Rams are underdogs at home in the first game of the season is disrespect. They see it that way. I see it that way. I'm not even a Rams fan. That is disrespect.
Right.
We just won the Super Bowl, and you say we're going to lose at home to this team that, didn't even make it to the AFC Championship game? Get out of here. I got the Rams 31, Bills 28.
Okay. And I got the Rams 28, Bills 27. I agree with everything you said. It's just we're not talking about a team that just got hot out of nowhere and, we're expecting them to fall off. The Rams got better to me this offseason. Yeah. Just as well as anybody else. The Bills, granted, with all the hype that they're getting, with their electrifying quarterback, it's just until they beat the Chiefs in the postseason, I'm not buying it. So, until then, I'm going Rams 28, Bills 27. So now that brings us over to the Sunday slate.
Woo, woo. Sunday, baby. It's about to be a day. It's about to be a day.
Hell yeah.
Good games. There's going to be some bad games. We got to start out with a couple bad games. And not like bad as in like both of these teams are bad, but just bad like it's going to be bad. We got the Saints at the Falcons.
Oof.
Jameis Winston is back. Michael Thomas is back. Jarvis Landry has arrived. Alvin Kamara's back. Sean Payton is gone. So
Word.
the question is, how will the Saints do in the post Sean Payton era? And then meanwhile, we got the Falcons. They're rebuilding. They got Kyle Pitts. They got Marcus Mariota at QB. They drafted Jake London, who's going to be a beast. But it's the Falcons against the Saints. Divisional game. Let's not disrespect the Saints. The Saints are going to dog the Falcons. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. The Saints are going to dog the Falcons in Atlanta. It's not even going to be like close. And then, it could be a situation where the starters aren't even playing the fourth quarter because, like, that's how lopsided I see these teams on both sides of the ball. Offensively, the Saints, Jameis, Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave, the rookie, Alvin Kamara, and then they got Mark Ingram back as the heart and soul of the team. Then on the defensive side, they still got Cam Jordan. They still got Marshawn Lattimore, the Honey Badger.
Yep.
Malcolm.
They got rid of Chris Gardner Johnson though. So, but I mean, yeah. But at the same time, I mean, like you said, I think you pretty much nailed it on the head there. The Saints, they have incredible depth, and I think they're a dark horse team in the NFC.
Facts. I feel like everyone is sleeping on the Saints, and they're gonna make some noise. Oh, and don't forget about their tight end, Taysom Hill.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He is a tight end now.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I mean, they try to feed us the Taysom Hill stock for years, and I'm just glad it's put to rest.
Yeah.
So what's your score?
I got Saints 34, Falcons 20.
All right, cool. So I have the Saints 31, Falcons 23, and most of their points are going to come during garbage time. So
exactly, yeah, like they gonna get all the garbage time points. But
right,
you know what we're gonna do now, right?
What are we doing?
We're gonna talk about the Bears.
The Bears. The Bears.
The Bears are who we thought they were. They're who we thought they were. Okay. Trey Lance.
And who are they? Tell us who they are.
Trey Lance and the 49ers are playing the Chicago Bears. Trey Lance is officially the guy. The Bears are who we think they were. Yeah. And that is garbage. Yeah. Garbage. No O-line. No D-line. Yeah. No corners. No receivers. Free Darnell Mooney. They got David Montgomery at running back. It don't matter, bro. This game is gonna, we're from the Bay Area, listeners, if you don't know. This is gonna send 49er Nation into a frenzy because they're about to be going dumb all over the Bears. They're like, hey, look at us. Did you see Trey Lance?
Trey area.
Did you see him? Huh? Did you see? No interceptions. 4 touchdowns. 1 rushing touchdown. He's like the next Colin Kaepernick. It's like you guys are playing the worst team in the league.
Yeah. Pump the brakes. Pump the fucking brakes.
Niners are gonna win like 35-14.
Yeah, I'm saying, well, yeah. With that, it's I once again, I gotta say, I agree. It's I just think this is one of those games where even if Trey Lance doesn't even play well in week 1, that defense is going to stifle the Bears. I think that the running game is still going to be the run game. So it's just, all right, we'll just play ball control and you're not going to get it back. Like, stop us. So I got them 31-17, 49ers.
And real quick, like I know it's preseason, but preseason, Justin Fields was running for his life.
Every play.
That's how bad the O line is. Like the Bears O line got to be the worst in the league. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna be ugly. Nick Bosa might get like 3-4 sacks in this game.
yeah. It's and it's unfortunate because it's like, damn, the Bears, they finally get a quarterback, at least a talented quarterback, and they're already fucking it up. So
Exactly.
yeah. Well, hell, let's move on then. We got the Steelers and the Bengals. So and unofficially, I think it is Trubisky time because they announced the captains today.
Yes.
And Trubisky was one of them. So I think it's safe to assume that you wouldn't name a backup quarterback as a captain. So oh wait, never mind. Ryan Fitzpatrick has entered the chat. So
let's go.
So but as everyone knows, in Steeler Nation, Big Ben is gone. So it is now Trubisky time. So the thing here, could it be Pickett's time if Trubisky struggles early? As in this game, next game, do you think the leash is going to be too long, too short? Time will tell.
I think he has a short leash.
Yeah, I would do it too because Kenny Pickett's already 24 years old. So
yeah.
And we go across the enemy lines there for the Steelers, the Bengals, fresh off a Super Bowl appearance. Joe Burr, out here throwing some dimes. So I mean, I personally think this will be the first game. It's a good test for this Cincinnati O-line to see if they can withhold like a pass rush like the Steelers with their new revamped offensive line. It's gonna be interesting to watch. So, but with that being said, I got the Bengals 27, Steelers 20. It'll be close until probably about the third quarter.
Yeah, I feel you. Like the Steelers, they still have a top 5 defense. Like that is not even a question. But the issue is they got the worst offensive line in the league.
Yep.
Oh, maybe behind the Bears. They're tied for the worst offensive line in the league. You got Najee Harris, but you got Mitch.
Possible Liz Frank injury.
Yep. And then you got Deontay Johnson. He's solid when Big Ben's throwing to him. You got Chase Claypool. He's solid when Big Ben's throwing to him. But now we got Mitch Trubisky. And on a positive, like they could move the O line around because Mitch Trubisky is a little bit of a mobile QB. But still, you got the Bengals at home off of a Super Bowl appearance. That crowd is going to be electric. Like not only this year, but like for years to come. They're more balanced on both sides of the ball now. And like you mentioned, their O-line, like Joe Burr was running for his life last year and still balling out.
51 sacks.
Exactly. And they're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you a lot of help. So I got the Bengals 24, Steelers 20, and a classic AFC North game.
Black and blue division. Yeah, I think it's back. But yeah, all right. Let's move on to the next game.
This next game is this is not going to be a game that I'm gonna watch, but we talk about all the games on this thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk about them all. So we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Detroit Lions.
Grit, true grit.
True grit. Hey, if this was Hard Knocks, it'd be very entertaining. But it's NFL football week 1. I ain't feeling it. Now, we got the Eagles. They were able to sneak into the playoffs last season and get dogged by the Patriots. And then, they made a major move on
Buccaneers.
Night. Oh, yeah, my bad. Always
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is Patriots, but he's Buccaneers. They got dogged by the Bucks. They got dogged by Tom Brady. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways, draft night, They trade for A.J. Brown. So they got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. They got Miles Sanders if he's healthy. But the quarterback. It's the prove it year for the quarterback. Mr. Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
It's your time. You got to prove it. Meanwhile, you got the Lions. They improved pretty drastically like over last year. Obviously, Hard Knocks was entertaining, intriguing. You have a coach that the players believe in. He's a wild man. But if that was my coach,
fellas.
if that was my coach, yo, I'm balling out for him. And this is real Detroit at home. They have not won a home opener in a long time.
Damn.
Is this going to be the time they do it?
I think no.
Nope.
Nope.
I got the Eagles 27, Lions 21. And I feel like it's really going to be like 27-14. And they just get that garbage time Jared Goof touchdown.
Jared Goof. Oh, man. Yeah. Woo! I'm gonna say the same. I mean, it's like, yeah, Hard Knocks was entertaining, cool, and all that, but I got to see it in the regular season first. So, I know we both pegged the Lions to win 6 games at least, so that's fine. That means that's a double, the wins, as far as improvement goes. But they'll hang in there with a lot of teams, and then other weeks they'll probably get blown out. So we'll see. But I got Eagles winning, and yeah. All right. So what quarterback in the last 2 years has been undefeated versus Bill Belichick?
The last 2 years.
3-0.
Dak Prescott.
No. Even though you are low key. No, actually, no. That's not even right either. It's Tua Tagovailoa. Tua is undefeated versus Bill Belichick. So, I mean, in the Pats case, who needs an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator when you have the greatest coach in NFL history? Even though you're 0-3 against Tua Tagovailoa, the best 5th-round pick of all time. The Patriots are heading down to Miami, where they have historically struggled. We all know that. I mean, we can make a whole highlight reel on the bloopers of the Patriots down in Miami. Meanwhile, Miami has a new coach, and they have a whole lot of speed. Talk about a track team that actually represents Miami, right? Florida speed. Yeah. Woo! So yeah, Tyreek Hill, Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert. We already have Jalen Waddle. Like, that's, if you ask me, that's a relay team. And Tua's also an improvement year. And I don't think that the Dolphins will pay the coach $100K to lose each game this year. But who comes out on top? Huh?
You don't think so? Not this year. Are you sure? Are you sure that owner's not going to be like, hey, man, 200,000, but you can't tell anybody?
No, I don't think. I mean, hell, he's already in trouble, so I mean, I would stay low. If Brian actually took it last year, shit, who knows? Maybe it would have been the same situation because he wants Tua out. But here or there, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Pats are just not explosive on offense to me at all. Defense is still going to be there. I think what's going to help the Dolphins this time is I think there's going to be a timely catch by Tyreek Hill, maybe like a cool little screen or a slant route, and he just busts the game wide open. 75-yard touchdown type of thing, and that would seal the game. So I got the Dolphins winning 24-17. Who do you got?
Hey, I was on the Dolphins hype train last year. and they made me look.
Yeah, you're a year early.
They made me look stupid out here. But I'm rocking with them, and I'm a contradict you on one thing. You think, oh, it's gonna be Tyreek Hill big play. I feel like Bill Belichick is too smart to let Tyreek Hill win the game, but it's gonna be that other speedy guy, Jalen Waddle. He's gonna bust it open. He's like, all right, you guys want to double Tyreek Hill all game? I'm fast too. He fast. I'm fast too. So who's guarding me? I feel like Jalen Waddle's gonna get busy this game. Um, but it's still Bill Belichick. They're going to control the clock. They're going to make the stops when they need to. And it's going to be a grinded out, low scoring game.
How many passes do you think Mac Jones actually throws?
He's going to have to throw. So I think,
Right.
And I think, a lot of check downs, and he loves Hunter Henry, the tight end. So a lot of that. But I think, throw like 30, 35. But it ain't.
Gotcha. Not right. It's not gonna be 3.
Yeah, exactly. But I got the Dolphins
right.
20, Pats 17, winning on a last-second field goal.
Makes sense. I can see it. All right.
Can we talk about the Super Bowl champs?
Who?
Oh,
the Jets?
The 2023 Super Bowl champion, Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
open up the season against the New York football scrub Jets.
Is the MILF Hunter playing?
Hey, he has a chance. They said they're going to decide by Wednesday. He practiced today, which is a Monday, if you don't know. They're going to make the decision on Wednesday whether Zach Wilson starts or Joe Flacco starts. I would rather Joe Flacco start because he is done. And there's not going to be a revenge game against the Ravens. They know exactly what he's good at and bad at, and he's bad at reading defenses, making smart decisions, etc., etc. But
damn,
after an injury, hey, that was my Super Bowl 2013 MVP. I will always respect Joe Flacco. 2013 and below. After that, it was over.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways, after an injury-filled 2021 season, the Ravens are back. We back. Marcus Peters back. J.K. Dobbins back. Gus Edwards almost back. Marlon Humphrey back. We got Marcus Williams. We got Kyle Hamilton. We got squad. All right. This is our year. Please. Lamar said, I don't need no contract extension yet because y'all going to pay me more than you pay Deshaun. I need that Patrick Mahomes money, and I'm going to show you this year as I win MVP and I win the Super Bowl. And then you got the Jets on the other hand. They're getting the season started. You don't know if it's going to be Zach Wilson or Joe Flacco. I thought they were going to rock with the legend, Mike White, but they ain't feeling him.
Yeah, no.
Regardless, it's going to be too much Ravens, ball control, defense, turnovers. Ravens 38, Jets 17.
Actually, I think this is the only game this week I have somebody putting up a 40 burger. So I got Ravens 41, Jets 13. I think it's just. I think this is just. It's going to be an overwhelming performance from the Ravens all around. It's going to be a all three phases team win. So, yeah, and whether it's Milf Hunter or Joe Flacco, it's I just don't see the Jets really stopping anybody on defense. Their offense may look good.
Yeah.
Their defense is just
terrible.
No. Yeah.
Terrible. Let's get into some revenge games, bro. You ready?
Ooh. All right. Let's go. Revenge. Dougie P back in the league. Coach of the young Jags and Trevor Lawrence, who has new weapons on the offense with Captain Christian Kirk, Travis Etienne, who missed all of 2021 with a foot injury. So Carson Wentz is on his third team in 3 seasons. Man, let's talk about a hired gun. So now he's taking over for the Commanders, who had a disappointing 2021 campaign, especially with being one of the best defenses in 2020 and just tailing off to 31. So not really good. But yeah, so that's what's going on here. And the reason why we say this is a revenge game, because clearly, for those who don't know or haven't really paid attention to football like that, or you've been living under a rock, Dougie P was the man who drafted Carson Wentz and helped him become a 2017 MVP candidate. And we all know that he tore his ACL. Dougie P beat Bill Belichick in the in the Super Bowl, wrote a book, Fearless. So there you go.
Fearless.
And after all that,
Nick Foles, the GOAT.
Oh yeah, Big Dick Nick. So prediction. I really wanted the Jags to win this one, but I think the Commanders are a better team, and I think they should beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
are you ready to
24,
hop on the hype
23.
train? Are you ready to hop on the hype train?
What hype train?
Washington, they're a sleeper in the NFC least.
Man, they're no
Look
hype
at the
train.
weapons, bro. Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel. Walk it to him, Wentz. And they got a good defense. They got J.D. McKissick too. I'm not a Commanders fan, but they just need Chase
He is
Young
now
back in the fold, and they might make some noise. But
they might.
Week 1, they starting off 1-0, which is more than I can say for some other NFC East teams. So I got the Commanders 24, and I got the Jags 20.
Okay, not bad. All right.
More revenge. Are you ready?
All right.
Are you ready?
Let's
More
go.
revenge.
What do they
More
say
revenge.
about revenge? You
Let's
got to
go,
dig 2
baby.
graves. Let's keep
go,
going.
Baby.
Browns at
Deshaun Watson is not playing. We got the Browns at the Panthers. All right, the Browns at the Panthers. The Browns said, you know what? We want Deshaun Watson. Hell, we'll take Jacoby Brissett. We just do not want Baker Mayfield. Meanwhile, we got Baker Mayfield, who's on the Panthers. And he's like, you know what? I was the number 1 pick. Sam Darnold was the number 3 pick. I'm better than him. I beat him. I really wish I still had my progressive commercials. I don't, but I'm trying to get them back. But come on, man. Browns, Panthers, week 1. Could you script it any better? You could.
Yeah, for real.
You could. I'll tell you in a bit. But it's scripted pretty damn good. The Browns against the Panthers. You got Baker against his former team and his Panthers debut at home. Will he get revenge? I think yes.
I agree. And just to quote Baker Mayfield talking about playing his former team, I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm kick your fucking ass.
House party reference.
Yeah,
I know.
Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I mean, look, I think, I think it's not really hard to beat out Sam Darnold, I guess, but he did look like a clear-cut upgrade. So just seeing how he'll look against the starters, we'll see on what the Browns do too. But I have to say Panthers win 21, Browns 17, just because Jacoby Brissett is not that guy.
Yeah, and also you can't forget the 3-game per season GOAT is back, baby. Christian McCaffrey, what up? What up?
three
I'm
game
start the season, baby. All right, I'm here. After week 4, don't talk to me. I got that guaranteed money, so I don't care.
Right. I'm saying he pulled a Kyrie before a Kyrie.
For real. But I'm with you, man. I do think it's going to be a close game just because despite them not having QB play, they just have such a great O line and a great defense in being the Browns. And I think,
And honestly, who knows? Maybe Nick Chubb takes it over and wins it for him. But I that's just something that I just feel like, okay, even if he goes off, where are the other points coming from?
yeah.
So
Amari Cooper. Okay.
Oh no, he's gonna give up the moment he sees a double team. He's like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Right,
I'm good, fam.
I guess it's not for me today. I guess I'm not
Right.
today.
Go out there and run routes.
Nah,
I don't want it. I
yeah,
think
I'm with you. I got the Panthers 20, the Browns 17.
All right. So let's move on to another rivalry game.
Trash.
Colts at the Texans. Super Bowl. I was playing now. So Matty Ice, we all know now, is the QB of the Colts. Of the Colts. He gets one of the best O lines in the league, along with the NFL's leading rusher from last season, the guy, Jonathan freaking Taylor, and a top 10 defense, headed up by Shaquille Leonard, because, that's what he wants to call him now. And DeMarcus Buckner and all that. Oh, DeForest Buckner. Anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Forrest.
And meanwhile, out in Houston, the Texans have newly hired Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith, for y'all that forgot, former coach of the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Chicago Bears. Defensive guy. They decided to roll the dice with Davis Mills at QB. So I'm pretty sure we know where this game is going to go. Texans are going to play hard, but they're devoid of talent. They lose to the Colts. Colts put up 30 points. I think Matty Ice is going to make Michael Pittman look really good. And then you're going to have explosiveness from the run game with Jonathan Taylor, maybe Nyheim Hines catching some passes out the backfield. So 30, Colts, Texans, 20. Boom.
Yeah, there's not even much to break down. This is just going to be like it's a celebration for the Colts. They're going to be out here clowning. They're going to run all over the Texans. Matty Ice is going to make the throws that Carson Wentz couldn't, Phillip Rivers couldn't. It's going to be a cakewalk. I got the Colts 30, the Texans 13.
All right. So, speaking of cakewalks, Giants at Titans. So the Giants have hired former Dolphins head coach Brian Flores. Oh, sorry. What was that? Oh, not that Brian. Wrong Brian. Not Black Brian. Gotcha. Sorry. Messed up the name. Not Brian Flores. I meant Bills offensive coordinator, Brian Dable. Thanks, Belichick. So Daniel Jones is already on a short leash, with Tyrod Taylor lurking in the background, trying to take over the starting position. Saquon Barkley's in a contract year, as well as an injury-filled, subpar the last two seasons. In New York, I'm pretty sure clearly, if y'all haven't seen the Pivot podcast, that was a great episode with Saquon Barkley talking about that he's that guy. He wants to show everybody that he's him. So I'm excited, but we'll see. So the Titans actually have decided to move on from the top two receivers from last year. So trading away A.J. Brown in a silly decision, and letting Julio Jones walk in free agency. They didn't use him anyway. So it looks like Derrick Henry will be the show all season long. Treylon Burks, I'm pretty sure, is still running conditioning drill somewhere. So yeah.
Rob Woods, baby. Robert Woods. He back.
It's very solid, but not that guy. Not the number one. But with Derrick Henry being the show all season long, can he carry the Titans to a week 1 win and another playoff berth? So not sure about the playoff berth, but he can get a home win in week 1. And my prognosis of this game is going to be very low scoring, because we all saw Ryan Tannehill struggle last year without his best friend AJ Brown. And yeah, I think it's going to be 23 Titans 23, Giants 20. It'll actually be a pretty close game.
I feel you. I got a little further just because I believe Mike Vrabel as a defensive coach that they'll get the turnovers they need. He just knows how to control the clock. He knows how to control the pace of a game. You got Brian Dable in his debut, but it's Daniel Jones throwing the ball. He's gonna throw a pick. He might throw
Yep.
2 picks.
I think he's gonna fumble at least once or twice.
Yeah, and like those mistakes, Mike Vrabel is gonna capitalize on. And I have the Titans winning 28, Giants 21.
Nice.
Look at this guy. You ready? This is if you guys have been listening to the pod, this guy is on this hype train for no reason. Are you ready to double down on these bets? Because you said that the Vikings are gonna win the division. Now, do you want to double down that the Vikings win game 1?
That's correct.
Against Aaron MVP Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. All right? We doubling down.
All
right, let's get it.
10 cases of dew. 10 cases of dew.
Skill. All right. So we got Aaron Rodgers. The Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams connection is no more. While the
Finito.
The Packers decided, like, you know what? Why do we need to give our 2-time MVP any weapons at all? Let's just take them all away. Let's just, let Devontae Adams, the best receiver in the league, walk and get nothing in return. And then let's not even make an off-season move to get like a legitimate RB1 or wide receiver 1. Let's get Sammy Watkins.
Hey, he's pretty good.
He's always healthy, never gets hurt. And plus, we got Alan Lazard, we got Randall Cobb, like we got our guys. But I will give the Packers credit; they bolstered their defense. They signed, some okay like rookie wide receivers, but the strength of their team is going to be their defense. Meanwhile, we got Hashmaster Z,
the
super team, the Minnesota Vikings.
Hell yeah!
And they're rolling with the former Rams OC Kevin O'Connell.
You mean tall Sean McVay?
Man, I don't care what you want to call him. I know that Sean McVay called all the plays, and Kevin O'Connell just like listened. He's like, "Yeah, how much do I get paid this week? Thank you." Anyways, now he's got to run the show. You got Dalvin Cook, you got Alan Thielen, you got Justin Jefferson, who everyone thinks is going to go crazy this year. One of these 2 teams are going to win the North. It's going to be the Packers.
It's going to be the Vikings.
Who's going to win the first game? It's going to be the Packers.
It's going to be the Vikings.
And it's going to be the Packers 28 and the Vikings 24.
It's going to be the Vikings 28 and Packers 27.
And you guys are going to see on the next episode of the Necessary Roughness podcast, Hashmaster Z is going to take a shot and then chug a beer on cam as he loses both of his bets, or as he loses a bet. That is a bet. Take a shot, you chug a beer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Green Bay, come on, man. Aaron Rodgers lost last year against the Saints. He's not going to do it again. He was just on the Joe Rogan podcast. All right, Joe Rogan has special powers. He smokes rocks. No, it's Tyrone. Tyrone rocks. Joe Rogan is just, he's that guy, and he's like, you know what? Let me get Aaron Rodgers on. Aaron Rodgers like, yeah, I'm Aaron Rodgers. I didn't really talk about football at all, but anyways, it's my year again.
It's ayahuasca time.
I've been doing psychedelics all summer, and my third eye is open, and my fourth, and my fifth. It's my time. I own the Vikings. Packers 28, Vikings 24. All right. Anyways, let's get on to the next game because as a former Arizona resident, I always have to comment on these Cardinals and Cardinals fans because the Cardinals always believe it's our year. We getting better every year. Kyler, the the first 3 years, he didn't even like read the playbook. He didn't study nothing, and now he had to. He has to. Well, he did. Now he doesn't, or he already does. I don't know. Anyways, we got two high-powered offenses with historically great early season success, and they're gonna square off in Arizona. We got the Chiefs at the Cardinals. We got Patrick Mahomes without Tyreek Hill. We got
Oof.
Kyler Murray without D Hop.
Ah.
We got Patrick Mahomes with Juju and Marquez Valdez Scantling. We got Kyler Murray with Hollywood Brown.
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz. Oh.
Rondell Moore. I'll give
James Conner.
18
AJ
touchdowns.
Green. He's still there. AJ Green. Oh, JJ Watt. Oh, I don't know. All I know
Chandler
is that
Jones. Psych.
Yeah. What I do know is that the Cardinals lost way more pieces than the Chiefs did. And what the Chiefs did decide to do finally is like, you know what? Our franchise QB has been running for his life the last 2 years. Let's just bolster up our entire offensive line. Like let's do what we need to do so that our QB has time to throw. And that's exactly what they did. And I think you're gonna see the benefits of that this season. And let's throw in, a healthy Clyde Edwards-Helaire to start the season at least. And I'm rocking with the Chiefs, man. Unless they let Kyler Murray call all the plays themselves, which I don't think he will. They let him do it in the preseason. He's like, Cliff, clearly I can call plays better than you. But I don't think they're going to let him do it in this game. I got the Chiefs. High-scoring game. Chiefs 38, Cards 35.
And it's funny that you say that. Bringing up the whole Kyler Murray and calling plays, because honestly, that offense looked not only very fast when he was calling plays, it looked better. So hopefully that can just lay some rest. Like, oh, he doesn't read the playbook, or he doesn't know this or that. Clearly, if he's calling plays, he knows something. So hopefully they let him audible this year a lot. So if they do, hey, we might see a better result, but it just won't be against the Chiefs. So
yeah. Early season Andy Reid is that dude. Do not mess with him.
Yeah. Do not. All right. Next game.
Game of the week?
Possibly. Actually, it is. This is game of the week. F it. The Raiders at Chargers.
You disrespecting the Chargers like that?
What?
You disrespecting the Chargers like that? The Sandy LA Chargers like that?
The Sandy LA Chargers.
The San Diego LA Chargers?
Yeah, I didn't disrespect them. They just don't have
Super Chargers.
Fine, here we go. The Gold Chargers. There you go. Is that better?
The Golden State Chargers.
Gold. Well, that houses
the Inglewood Chargers.
Inglewood.
I wish we were the Rams Chargers.
You mean Rams Light? Diet Rams?
The Diet Ram Chargers.
Shit.
Oh man. Yo, the Chargers fans lost their damn minds this offseason. They're like, did you see what we did this offseason? Have you ever heard of the Lakers? We are the Lakers of football teams, okay? Khalil Mack, we gonna get Khalil Mack. JC Jackson, we gonna get him. Who else out there?
Who else out there?
Josh Palmer. Have you ever heard of Josh Palmer? He good. I'm telling you, he good. He a number 3 receiver. He gonna catch 50
We
passes.
just signed Derwin James, the highest paid safety in the league, though.
We got a James. They got LeBron James. We got Derwin James. Okay? This is all year. Don't forget, we got Joey Bosa. Who needs Nick? We got Joey. Backstreet Boys, Joey. All right? Joey Bosa and the Sandy Los Angeles Inglewood Chargers. This is our year. This is our year. And we're going to take it to Derek Carr in week 1. Okay? Our coach, he learned from last year. He's not going to go for it on 4th down anymore. If it's 4th and 15, he's going to punt the ball. He's not going to say Justin Herbert throw it. He's going to punt the ball 4th and 15. This is our year. This is our year.
He's going to take extra precautions to punt on 3rd down. But
yeah, I hate
yeah.
man.
So and as y'all know, AFC was absolutely loaded. So I mean, Legendarius pretty much gave the rundown of what happened with the Chargers roster in a nutshell. So don't have to go into all that. We all know how great the AFC West is going to look. So Josh McDaniel, though, was just hired for the Raiders. As we know, he's not a stranger to the AFC West. He was a head coach for the Denver Broncos back in the day. Didn't work out. Now he's being hired for the Raiders head coaching positions as a second chance and to really right the ship of a very dysfunctional team. Well, that still made it to a playoff appearance, but yeah. So Derek Carr has a college teammate and arguably the best receiver in the league, Greg James. I'm sorry, no, not Greg Jennings. Devontae Adams. So
holding it. No.
So he broke his leg. He's still running.
Let's go.
But yeah, so Devontae Adams is going to be paired with Darren Waller and Renfro. The Chargers retain their starting offensive core of Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams. So if that's not enough, they loaded their defense up with pairing Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa and J.C. Jackson with Derwin James. So this time, neither team will benefit from a tie. And hopefully, Brandon Staley has learned that the NFL is not Madden. So you don't have to go for it on every 4th down. It's okay to live another play. With that being said, as much as I actually do like the Raiders this year, I'm going to have to give the first game to the Chargers, 27-24.
I hear you. I wanted to give it to the Chargers too, but I think I just talked myself out of it. They don't know who they are. The Raiders know who they are. Josh McDaniels knows how to coach. Derek Carr has a great offensive line, so even though they do have Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, I still don't think they're going to get to Derek Carr like very effectively. And it's Devontae Adams, baby. We got Josh Jacobs in the contract year. He might actually be decent. So I'm going to say Raiders 27, Chargers 24.
I like it. Okay. And, I've freaking I can say that this game was more of like a toss-up because I'm like, shit, you can either way you go. And, honestly, I think you might have talked me out of the Chargers. But, I'm doubling down. I'll say Chargers for this game. But, you know what? It's just, you brought it up. And it made sense. We don't know what the Chargers are going to be this year. What are you guys trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? So it's going to be interesting to see. That's for sure. All right. Going down to Sunday. Sunday night football. Well, shit. Well, the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay versus America's team. Y'all know who it is. The best team. The only team. Dallas Cowboys. So the road to the Super Bowl in Dallas starts here. Yes, I said it. It's fine now. I don't know if we're going to the Super Bowl. But this is clearly a repeat. So this is a repeat of the 2021 season opener. This time it's at Jerry World. So Bucks versus Cowboys in what appears to be Brady's last season. Brady had lost Hall of Fame receiver Antonio Brown and replaced him with Hall of Fame receiver Julio Jones. More importantly, Tom Brady, or should we call him Brady the Butcher? So he's going to be playing without Gronk, who's retired once again. Regular season Lenny has finally been given the opportunity to be a 3-down back again. So I'm actually excited for him. And Todd Bowles is running the show with Bruce Arians getting pushed up into the front office. So as y'all know, man, look, as much as I love the Cowboys, the things about these type of games is these are those clock management, time management games. We got to see, hey, Mike McCarthy, did we learn from those days? We the boys, man. We them boys. So we're going to roll the dice again with Mike McCarthy at the end of the day. So being extremely thin at receiver, and 2 of the 3 receivers we got are injured for a significant time. Trayvon Diggs led the league in INTs, but let's be real, he got toasted a lot. And then this year in the preseason, he got dogged. Micah Parsons is a generational talent. And he will back it up in 2022. So I don't think that's a real question.
Oh, he will.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's he gonna do? How many sacks?
15 sacks.
15 sacks?
Yep.
All right. If not, then he's trash.
4 forced fumbles and 2 picks.
Oh my God.
Defensive player of the year.
What? Oh my God. Defensive player of the year?
Yep.
Oh my God. All right. He said it.
Yeah.
He said it. All right. 15 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, defensive player of the year, Micah Parsons.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know why that's so hard for you to believe. Who else? Defensive player. He got defensive player of the year votes last year.
I mean, who else? I mean, there's plenty of people.
I know. A number 99 in LA might have to come
Marcus
to my house.
Peters, Aaron Donald.
Oh, hell. Okay. Nobody from Baltimore. All right. Anyway, shut your ass up. All right. Anyway, is Dak overrated? Man, why? Look, whoever's writing these scripts, is Dak overrated? No, he's properly rated.
Oh,
because
my God.
he is on a team. He is okay. Mike McCarthy's your coach who can't tell time. Jason Garrett, like Coach Clapp, he was fired in the middle of last year for the Giants. Come on, man.
Hey, how about getting out-coached by not out-coached? How about getting outplayed by Jimmy Garoppolo?
Oh my God.
How about that?
He did not get
it. Yeah, he did.
Oh my God.
He did actually. Actually, he did.
Actually, we got to move on.
Mike McCarthy. Hey, Mike McCarthy didn't mismanage the clock. Dak Prescott's like, you know what? I know we don't got any timeouts left, and there's like 14 seconds left. I'm going to scramble, and I'm not going to get out of bounds. I'm just going to scramble and then try to run another play. I can do it. I know I can. Actually, time is out. Get out of here.
So you want to be gone. All right. And then, of course, is it
you guys are going to rush back Michael Gallup? Like, just chill. You're going to lose this game anyway. You got him questionable for game 1.
Questionable. No, I don't think he should play. Either way, yeah. And as we know, Ezekiel Elliott's getting older. He's becoming less and less effective. It's time to move on from him and go to the more explosive Pollard. I think Pollard should get around, I think he's projected at like 11 touches a game. So I think you should up that tick to 15. We'll see. But either way, with all that being said, I have Dallas losing to the Bucks 33-28.
Oh my God.
It's going to come down to clock management, and Mike McCarthy proved he does not know how to tell time.
Not even clock management. Brady got weapons. I know he lost some weapons, but then he got some more. You got Mike Evans.
Yeah.
You got
Russell Gage.
Fournette, you got Russell Gage, and you got Julio. Like, he got weapons still.
Yeah.
And you
And
got
he knows how
Scotty
to throw
Miller.
the ball to
Don't you
Julio.
ever forget about Scotty Miller. One of the
Oh, yeah.
fastest young white receivers in the game.
Shit, he might be the fastest white receiver in the game, actually.
Yeah. Well, Chris McCaffrey. But
He's a running back.
Man, he ain't nothing. He injured. No disrespect to young McCaffrey, but I do agree the Bucs are going to win this game. I have it being a close-ish game again, but I have the Bucs 31, Cowboys 28. And I don't really think it's going to come down to clock management. It's just going to be, Dak being Dak. He's like, "Hey, Dak, we need you to win the game. There's 2 minutes left." It's like, the best I can do is go 3 and out.
Oh, the pain. All right.
I know it's fourth. I know it's 4th and 12. I'm gonna, throw this 3-yard out route.
It was the right play. So,
yeah.
All right. So
Final
let's move on to Monday Night Football.
As we're talking about revenge games, and we're talking about if you could script it any better, you can. This is how you can. Monday Night Football, prime time. Make sure you watch the Peyton and Eli broadcast. It's way better than the normal one. Although, I can't say that now.
I was about to say.
There's a change now. You got Troy Aikman and Joe Buck doing Monday Night Football. I might actually turn the volume on. I might. But I still got to listen to Peyton and Eli, too. So, I'll go back and forth.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Maybe in a game that will be closer, I'll listen to Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. But for this one, this is a Peyton and Eli game because this game is not going to be close. Broncos at the Seahawks. We got Wilson. He got his goodies going back to Seattle. More often than not, when Russell Wilson is in Seattle, Seattle wins. But the longtime Seahawk is gone to Denver. And he gets to face off against the whole team in week 1 with a bunch of new weapons, a balanced offense, 2 running backs, okay offensive line, no fly zone on defense, young bucks on defense. Is this the LOB light? I don't know. But then you got the Seahawks on the other end. They got Geno Smith. They said Geno Smith.
Oh, there you go. That's a real quarterback. Way better than Russell Wilson.
Hey, Geno Smith got drafted higher than Russell Wilson. Don't you ever forget that, okay? All right?
That's actually a fact.
Didn't work out. He's on the Jets, but he was a better prospect without question. Just kidding. But anyways, we got Geno Smith and we got Geno Smith and Chris Carson heard the news and he's like, "You know what? I'm not gonna play anymore." He just retired. They still got DK Metcalf, who now realizes that he's nowhere close to Shannon Sharp. They got Tyler Lockett still. They did pick up Noah Fant, which was I feel like a low-key solid move, but
yeah,
it's going to be a bad year for the Seahawks. They just don't have enough weapons on the defensive side of the ball, and they don't have a good QB under center. So I got the Broncos and Russ finally cooking. We've been begging to let Russ cook, and he will definitely cook in Seattle, 38-20.
Oh, hey, chef's kiss. I believe it. I think, like you said, Russell Wilson finally got all the ingredients he needs. And like you said, it's not like the Broncos have a great offensive line, just decent. He was playing behind bad ones for 5 years.
Yeah.
Bad ones, and then he has a great, tandem within Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. Javonte, I actually personally believe is going to not have the 50-50 split. It's going to be 60-40, and we're going to really see him break out. Jerry Jeudy, we're going to finally see what he's, what his ceiling is. or what it could be. And then Cortland Sutton, not having people like Trevor Siemian throwing him the ball anymore and all that. Like, I think this is the coming out party where the the greatest chef in NFL history is going to show everybody his new menu. Yeah, that was lame. It's okay. I'll take it.
I'll let it slide.
No, when I say best chef, I'm just saying just because no one else is a chef in the NFL. So that,
Chef Curry. Wait, wrong sport. What do you got for the score?
I'm basically in the same ballpark, 38-23, and honestly, I think Seattle's going to score garbage points, so it's going to look closer than what it was.
Yeah, I feel you. And that does wrap up the week 1 slate. But I'm not going to give y'all. Last season I was giving y'all some free picks on this pod. But if you want the picks, you got to tune into the other pod. Money Moves. We talking them picks week 1. There's a lot of money. There's a whole lot of money in this month. All right? It's out here. We going to give it to you. Baltimore, San Fran. There's money out here. This is you got to take it. But you got to listen. So, tune in to Money Moves, and you'll get that insider information. And hell, we might even talk a little fantasy. Who knows? Might talk some fantasy, might not.
Yeah, absolutely.
As always, tell them what they got to do. They got to subscribe. You subscribe, you know everything we drop in. You don't subscribe, you don't know nothing.
Facts. So, like Legendary said, like and subscribe to our channel. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that good stuff. And as we close out, rest in peace to our brother Demetrius Stanley. Peace. Good night, y'all. Enjoy week 1.
Yes, sir.